Janet Müller was a 23-year-old Brighton University student who was murdered only weeks before her final third-year exams. In the early hours of March 3, 2015, police discovered Janet wandering around a Brighton bus stop acting suspicious and took her to Millview Hospital as they believed her to be suicidal. Janet then spent the following 10 days at Millview Hospital under the Legal Mental Health Act. Meanwhile, her mother Ramona, who lives in Germany, could not get a hold of her. 10 days after entering the hospital, on the night of March 12th, Janet escapes through the hospital through a fire door and scales an 8-foot wall. At 10:30 p.m. that night, Janet was seen on CCTV emerging from Portslade railway station down the road from the hospital. Then, at 29 minutes past midnight, CCTV captured Janet walking along Station Road. Again, at 8 minutes past 1 in the morning, she was seen walking into the BP petrol station in Hove, now over an hour away from the hospital. And the last time Janet was ever seen alive was crossing the road from the petrol station, approaching a vehicle, leaning towards it, and immediately rushing away. At 10 a.m. the following day, in Crawley, 20 miles away from where she was last seen, Janet's body was found severely beaten and burnt in the boot of an abandoned burnt-out car. 2 months later, the police arrested the 27-year-old owner of the car, Christopher Jeffrey Shaw, with manslaughter charges, and he was sentenced to 17 years in prison. Christopher Shaw admits to setting the car alight, but denies any knowledge of Janet's body being in the boot. What happened to Janet in the hours between her last sighting and her body being discovered the next day still remains a mystery to this day.